Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mel and this is Patchy Pony Stitcher, a Flosstube channel all about cross stitching. This is Flosstube number 25. 25, can you believe it? I can't even believe that I've made 25 videos, but here we go, and the beginning of a new year and a new century. It's been a while since I've been on. I think late December was my last video to you, so I have been extremely busy with general life, but it's also been school holidays here in Australia and teenage boys around. You don't make Flosstube videos. You just don't. It's not going to happen. So today is day one of the kids going back, well, I shouldn't say the kids, the boys going back to school for high school and for university. So I have the house back to myself again, which is just delightful. So it is the 6th of February 2019. February. I didn't even make a video in January. January just poof, gone. So here we are in February. So you're going to see a little bit of an extra amount of stitching because it's a month and a week, whereas usually I come to you between 3 and 4 weeks, whereas this is more like 5 weeks, this video. So let's get into it. What am I going to start with today? First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all the people that reached out to me personally asking about the bushfires and whether I was affected and whether we were safe. It really is heartwarming to have so many people reach out and ask you the question. So you know all who you are who've reached out, and thank you so much, because it's just a little question, but it makes a huge amount of difference of how much you realise you're thought of. We weren't directly affected here in Tasmania. We did have one large fire that was about 20 kilometres from our home. There was one worrisome night. It's scary. It doesn't matter how big or how small a bushfire is. If your home is possibly under threat, it's a scary thing. So my heart goes out to Gail, who is one of our fellow Flosstubers, who was directly affected with the fires, and other people in the area as well. But thank you if you sent me a message, if you checked in. I appreciate it. So we are doing well here in Tassie. We had a lot of smoke that affected our state, but that came across from the mainland. So I hate to think what the air quality was like where you guys were in Victoria and New South Wales, and also I hear New Zealand even was affected with the smoke. So it wasn't a small thing. It was pretty huge for our country, and there's lots of repair going on and I guess what's the word, recovery for people that were affected. So everyone that's purchased charts for all the fundraisers, thank you, because that goes directly into those communities. So that means a lot. I myself, I've purchased a few. I haven't stitched any yet, but I have purchased a few of them, and they'll go into my mania starts. So what have we got stitching wise to show you? We have an FO. Yes, a finished object. I finished Jingle Bells this month, well no, in January. So this is by the Needle Company, the Needle Love Company. And there's 4 different little charts, and I did the wreath. So I put in no, that can't be right. It says 9,000 stitches. There's not 9,000 stitches in this one. 904 stitches in this to complete it. So this is where it was before, when you last saw it, and this is it completed. Now it is supposed to be Christmassy. I thought it looked a bit maybe anniversary, and I was going to put our wedding date in the middle and have it on display all year round, but the husband said, no, it's Christmassy. I got some other opinions. No, it's definitely Christmassy. So maybe I was just looking at it for too long. So this is on a 32 count even weave DMC. I like how it turned out. I'm going to make it into a circular pillow, I think, and just have it out at Christmas time. So that is Jingle Bells by the Needle Love Company. So that is my FO for this video. FFOs, I've been trying to FFO my Ori TM Oz and also Hello Pumpkin, yes, by Caterpillar Cross Stitch that I finished, but I can't find frames. I cannot find frames that I like that go with the colouring in our secondhand shops, which, like you guys, the Americans call the thrift stores. Can't find anything brand new, so it looks like I might actually have to pre-order something from an online framing store, which I hope isn't going to be too expensive. But at the end of the day, you've got to have the right frame to go with the piece, otherwise what's the point? It's just going to look terrible. So let's get into whips. What are we starting with? I'm going to have to pause to grab them because they're all the way over there. Now, because I do participate in the group challenges for the Cross Stitch Journal group, I do touch quite a fair few whips. So I'm not going to show you all of them. What I generally show you is the 5 that I've touched the most. So the one with the most amount of stitches in them, and then I'll carry the others forward to the following month until I've got the most progress in that one, the top 5. So the first one that I'm going to show you with the least amount of progress is going to be In My Garden. Now this is a Filigram chart, so that's what it will look like when it's finished. And in this one I have popped in 796 stitches. Oh, this is what it looked like before. Actually, I'll put it here and then I'll put this one beside it so you can see the difference. So I'm happy with the way that's coming along. This is the one that I'm playing Fabric Chicken with. I have all of nothing to work with, but we will keep going because that's how I roll. I don't unpick, I don't restart, we make it work. So that's where we're up to. Still loving the colour combo on this guy. Just mainly did, as you can see, the roof of the little garden hut with In My Garden. The next one that I'm going to show you is Prairie Romance, which is my whip that is on the frame. I put in 1,350 stitches in this one. I'm going to insert a video of the progress here to that one. So this is the progress on Prairie Romance. This is what it will look like when it's finished. However, I have not done all of that initial front, as you'll see. And this is currently where I'm up to with my full coverage piece. Loving the way how that's come along. Now, I have got a new little toy from Tess at Tess's Stitches that she's created. She's created these thread holders which wind the thread around them. I was previously tucking my park threads under magnets and having to like lift the magnet up to secure it. But with these thread holders, you actually just wind it round and it keeps it nice and secure for you. So I'm going to take one off and show you what it looks like. And it's actually, oops, sorry. So it's a button with the thread and then the magnet underneath it there, and then the same with a matching button underneath. But it is such a good idea, and Tess, these work wonders, and she even coordinated it to match in with my piece, which is just lovely. And I also tried these double, if you can see the eye. Where's the eye? There we go. You can see the eye in the middle of the needle. So it's a double-ended needle. So technically you just go up and down. The jewelry, excuse my horsey fingernails, the jury's still out with this. I don't know if I actually like it or not. I've tried it a couple of times, but I do find I'm reverting back to the other needles because I'm changing colour so regularly. I think if you were just using the one colour for a long time, it would work well. So when I'm doing the sky, I find I can do quite a few stitches with a double-edged needle. But when I'm doing all the confetti through here, I'm changing colour so much that it's not worth the effort. So that's where we are with Prairie Romance. And Tess, fabulous idea. I think these will be a wonderful addition to any person who is wanting to do full coverage and parking. Back to the regular scheduled program. Thanks, Tess, for the thread holders that are certainly helping with my organisation, you could say, because I'll pop a photo in here of what it was before I started using the little button magnetised thread holders that Tess sent me. So I had thread going everywhere, holding under magnets, and then I'd have too many threads under the magnet so it wouldn't hold, and crazy. So Tess, they work a wonder. You're onto a winner there. So the third whip that I have touched is going to be called Bikweenie, which is by Plum Street Sampler. So yellow polka dot Bikweenie. This is where I got to before. I'm all over the shop today, sorry. So here's where I was before, and this is where I'm up to now. And really, really enjoying this one. If you're a long-term watcher, this is the one where this is 20 count Ada, and I started doing 2 over 1, sorry. And it was bulky, I didn't like it, it wasn't sitting very well. Then I tried some 1 over 2. Now I didn't pull the 2 over 1s that I'd already done. So the 2 over 1, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, I did in the dog, but I really like how he's thick and dense with the black. But I also did 2 over 1 with the pink pants, but then 1 over 1 with the blue stripes. And the majority of this is 1 over 1. But I'm also using a multitude of different threads, DMC, Silks for You, Colour and Cotton, Motto, all sorts. So it's really interesting to see the differences when you're picking up so many different threads in one small project and how much they are all different. So I hated this when I first, no, let me rephrase that. I loved it when I first did the words. Then I hated it when I started doing the motifs because it was bulky. Now I'm enjoying it again. And it's a good learning project to see the differences between the thread thickness and how it sits and lays with different thicknesses. So the red in the fire hydrant, that's 2 over 1 as well. But the flower is 1 over. So it's, yeah, really interesting. Loving that project. So that's by Plum Street Sampler. That one I put in 1,785. Can't remember if I said that or not. The next one that I'm going to show you, excuse me, looking down at my notes, is Bloom and Grow. Now this is a SAL by Caterpillar Cross Stitch that I am participating in. So this is a mystery SAL. A piece gets released between now and August, so the 24th of every month. So this is what this month's looks like, but it's deliberately blurred out because the blurred bits are the coming pieces to be released on the 24th of each month. Now you can actually still participate and join in. You can either order a kit or you can just do the PDF download. And I do have a discount code for you. It's Pony10, and I'll pop that into the description below. So if you'd like to join along, please do. There's still plenty of time to do so. And I'll just put something behind it so you don't get the blowout from the light. And this is where I'm up to. So I've still got another daisy to do above this one. Now I have got a bit of a boo-boo in this one. This is meant to be a duo colour pot. I changed my mind and made it one solid colour, and that leaf was supposed to hang down over the pot, but I was socialising while I was stitching and just kept counting and kept stitching and whoopsies. So that one is, and as I said before, I'm not picking it out and I don't start again. So we just deal with it and we make it our own. So that's where we're up to with Bloom and Grow, and I quite like that. It's a nice, I wouldn't say quick stitch because that's probably, how many stitches was that in it? 2,123. And I'm probably 2/3 done on it for the month. And I got a nice little cute needle minder with the kit. So jump along to Caterpillar Cross Stitch Design to see, to go and participate if you want to join in on Bloom and Grow SAL. And you can check it out on Instagram. There's a lot of people participating. You'll see my Instagram hashtags below. Now, the one that I've put the most stitches into this month is my Hawk Run Hollow. Again, through prompts on challenges. I am struggling with this one. This is where I was up to before. I am struggling to want to pick it up. It's more that if I have a prompt that fits it, I'm forcing myself to pick it up just to get it done. I think I'll love it once I get past this really big block. I don't know, the double block is, yeah, it's just hard to get past. So this is where I'm up to on, now it's a double block, so I've just got to, so this is where I'm up to with my Farms of Hawk Run Hollow. So I've done 4 full blocks that are all folded up, which if you want to see that, you can see that in my Whip Parade, which is my Stitch or Ditch video, the previous one. So I have done the tree. I finished filling in the fill with some overdyed, some weeks, and I'm really liking how it's sort of a sunset effect in the background of the wording. So I was really pleased with how that came along. It was a happy accident. It was meant to be a solid colour and I wanted to use some variegated. So I did finish the infill, I finished the grass, I put the cow in, finished the cow, the fence and the 3 trees. So now that I'm into smaller pieces again, I think this bit was a real bugger, trying to get all that fill and I've also done 2 borders as well. It was just boring. But now I really enjoy putting these 3 trees in and the fence. So hopefully I'm back on a bit more of an enjoyment factor with it. And the little pony's cute in the corner. So happy with the way that one's coming along. 14 count, tea-dyed Ada, really roughed up. I want it to look like a Hessian sack. So I think I've quite effectively got that happening. And I'm liking the effects of how it's coming out. But again, like I said, it's a bit of a struggle streak with it. Don't know if I'd do another Hawk Run Hollow one, but we'll see. I'll probably absolutely love it when it's completely done, because it will be completely done. So they're my 5 whips that I have touched the most since I spoke to you last. Plans, I will continue to do my challenges. And what that means is that usually most of the challenges are between 300 and 400 stitches on the Cross Stitches journal page, which is a closed group, so they're not actually accepting any more members. For me, I've tried to do magical stitches and I've tried to do the enchanted, but I think I'm a 1 group girl, a 1 challenge girl, too many, and I get confused. And anyway, so we'll stick with that, what I know best and where I feel the most comfortable, because that's where I began my challenge journey. So I will continue to do the challenges, and I usually pick up what fits the most from my long list of whips to get some work done. But Hawk Run Hollow and Prairie Romance, if it fits those, they're number 1 and 2 at the moment, because I've got heaps of work to do on those. My other plan, it's a little bit mixed up, and unfortunately I've got my mania plans underway, but we're going to be away for 2.5 weeks in May, and I'm not taking new projects with me. I'm not taking 15, 16 projects with me on holidays when we go 4-wheel driving in the Victorian Highland Country, because that's not going to happen. So dilemma, do I do it in April? No, because we actually leave on the 25th of April. So, and I need 31 days, so I am going to do my mania in March. So I'm going to treat it exactly like I would if it was mania, but it will be my Marchania. So I you'll see that commence. I'm going to start doing it on day March 1, and I'm just going to roll with it because I really enjoyed Mania last year. I got heaps out of it. I love the preparation for Mania, getting all the new charts and spinning the wheel and that. And I do have quite a few empty holes to fill in my Mania from finishes that I've done, and also a couple of ditches, if you saw my last video, that I've done. So Mania will go ahead for me, but just a little bit earlier than everybody else, unfortunately. I do like the whole Mania hype, which I'm going to be able to watch a bit more than stitch because I'll be away. Skills me. Okay, so that is Mania. What else has been happening? I've taught my niece Ellie, hi Ellie, how to cross stitch. So Ellie's been sort of watching my cross stitch journal. She's my niece. She's an adult niece, and she's been watching and taking interest in what I've been doing, and she finally decided to give it a crack, and we started her off with Darling Dairy, and this is where I'm going to show everyone your progress, Ellie. This is her first attempt at cross stitching ever, which I think she did a fantastic job. So she's going to do another one in the set. And it's really nice having someone who else wants to learn and participate in it. So hook, line and sinker, I think. Now, what else have we got to talk about? Actually, I wanted to do a quick shout out. I'm going to start trying to do a shout out once every video to Flosstubers that are sort of new to me or new to the Flosstube community. So this month I'm going to shout out Amanda from Pennington Terrace. I'm going to link her channel below. Now you won't get to see Amanda in her video. She's a little bit shy. You only get to see her work in progress and what she shows you. I'm hoping she'll go a little bit further up and start showing her face soon, so we can all see Amanda. But go and check her out. She's got some lovely whips. She's a designer as well, and she does some of the chart designs for the Sassy Pouches, and she also had a design in there for the Mittagong Stitches Retreat. Lots of lovely work, and she just red hot needles. So much progress every video. So go check her out. I'll put the link below. Subscribe and say hello to Amanda. Now, I don't have a lot of haul because I've really got so many charts that my mania to do is more than what I need to fill. So there's no point me buying charts because I just won't get to them. This one I couldn't resist. I ended up buying this one while I was at Mittagong, but I hadn't printed it out. So I may have shown you a photo, but I'm going to show you again because I went to Officeworks and had it beautifully printed out on some nice thick cardstock. Now this is a watercolor painting called The Gift, which was then commissioned into a cross-stitch chart. And this is representing the Anzacs and also the horses that went over with the Anzacs, and I just love it. It is so beautiful, and I think it's going to stitch up beautifully as well. And then you've got the red poppies underneath. I cannot wait to start this one. It's a big one. Lots of colours, like 3 pages of colours, but then it's a watercolour representation. So of course there's going to be lots and lots of colours. I don't know if I've got a stitch count on it actually. Yes, I do. So it's 216 by 328 stitches. So I was going to hold off to after I finish Prairie Romance, but I can't. It's just too beautiful. So that is going to be I'm going to be starting that in March when I start my mania, my Marchania. Isn't it beautiful? So that is called The Gift. Now the other haul that I have was off a D-stash. Where is it? Here we go. yes, was off a D-stash. It's nothing fancy. So I got this off an Australian D-stash, and it's a really old country Christmas. It's a old Mill Hill chart. Has it got a year on it? It looks like it's from the 70s or something. Sorry, guys. No, I can't see any year. But I picked this up really cheaply. But I just love those little trees with the ornaments on them. So I was like, yes, I'll have that. So that's all my haul. 2 charts, big whoopie-doo. But I am holding out for market too. As soon as they do some pre-ordering, I'll be ordering stuff through Linen and Threads to pick up for me at market. Now, I did get some happy mail. I got some beautiful Christmas cards, so thank you to all of those that sent me Christmas cards. And Angie from, I'm going to say Bumby, but I'll link her below, sent me a lovely card with 2 gorgeous little Christmas buttons. Whoops. Christmas buttons in them. So a little cardinal and a little stocking. So they're going to go on. They're going to go on to my Lizzie Kate Spirit of Christmas Mystery SAL. I think I'm going to add them into that. Now, I mentioned Gail before. Gail Phillips. She's an Australian floss tuber that I met at Mittagong. Love Gail, gorgeous woman. And amazing what she had to go through the bushfires and still comes out the other end smiling. Unbelievable. She had a floss tube not long ago, and it's a quote that I'm going to re-quote because I just laughed and laughed, but I can resonate with her because I've won a few giveaways over the last month, 3 to be exact, 4. And she said, I'm so lucky I'm struck up the butt with a rainbow. I love it. So, Gail, I'm going to re-adopt that phrase. I'm so lucky I'm struck up the butt with a rainbow. So what have I won? I won from Kayla Kohler. I won a $10 voucher to 123 Stitch, which I'm going to get my Mill Hill Christmas ornament with because after doing it last year, I loved it and I want to do another one. So I've already got that pre-spent already. I also have off our challenge group. We earn tokens and then we can get prizes or charts with that. So I picked out the Cricket Collection Rabbit's Garden, and I just love those little carrots. They are gorgeous. Like, this is an oldie but a goodie. And I also picked up this one too, which is an M Designs called Home is the Best Sampler, with lots of little houses. Thought that was quite a sweet one. And I was lucky enough to win one of the Riveris charts as well, with the Jingle Bell. I won the Gingerbread Riveris, and I got, so that's the Gingerbread Riveris one. Isn't that sweet? And I also got one from Erica's house. Where does that one go? Oh, what have I done with it? I did win another one from Erica's house. It will possibly pop up once I shift some stuff, so we'll find it. Okay, I'm going to do the giveaway winners from my previous video. So I'm going to insert the random word picker in here, which will show the winners' addresses, the winners' names as via their YouTube name. So I will pop that in here. We've got 5 entries for the autumn chart, so we'll see who's going to win that one. And it is Owlan Gator Stitcher. It was fun watching the Stitch and Ditch Parade, although it's awfully painful to watch something that you spent so much time. I'd love Autumn and Teddy, so congratulations, and let's do the next one. So we've got Easter. How many comments have we got? for and pick a winner. And it is Verpi R. I love whip parades, thank you. I like Easter and the autumn. And we'll do the final one, which was Teddy. Get YouTube comments. 3. And we have Viz S. Would love to stitch the Teddy. Have a coffee, tea, and Vicky. Should I win? Happy New Year! Congratulations, guys. So if you could send me an email to the email in the below. Congratulations to my 3 winners. So my email will be in the description box below. So if you can send me an email, I'll get those charts out for you. So while I had you looking at the winners, I did find my Erica chart, and it is called Wonderful Time of the Year, and a Christmas one. And I love the fabric in that I'm going to actually buy the pre-printed polka dot fabric. Love that one. So thank you, Erica, for that chart. So that'll again go into my mania wheel of spinning. I have probably got about 10 spots. Actually, let me tell you how many spots I've got to fill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 spots to fill and about 40 charts on my wheel. So really, and one of those is going to be the gift, no matter what. So really, I've only got 9 spots to fill on, or did I count? No, 10 spots because Jingle Bells is done. So I can spin the wheel 10 times in March, and I've got about 40 different charts to choose. No, I've got 40 different charts it may possibly be. So I'm really starting to have to be ruthless with getting charts because I've got such a backlog of things that I want to stitch, and not enough time. I don't know. It's just too many nice things, I guess. Now for the big news. 1,000 subscribers. What? 1,000 subscribers. Holy crap. Amazing. So thank you to each and every one of you that has subscribed, watched, come and visited. If you're new today, thank you and welcome. If you want to hit the subscribe button and come back and check out what's happening next month, by all means, please do so. I can't believe it. 1,000 subscribers. It's just, oh my goodness. And my 1,000 subscriber, Nadine Frecklington, if you're watching, send me an email, and I've got a little gift for you for being number 1,000. 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 subscriber. But I am going to do a big giveaway. I've got 10 prizes, one for every 100 subscribers that I've got. So I'm going to do it because I've got 10. I don't want to have 10 keywords. So I'm going to name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you still have to ask, you still have to have a question. Okay, but rather than me ask you a question that you have to answer, I want you to ask me a question. That's all you have to do, is ask me a question, and then in the next video I'll answer the 10 winners questions and we'll go from there. Now you can enter for as many of these as you like. You just need to ask me a question and then write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whichever numbers that you would like to win, and then I'll do the number, the random word generator for the number, but you can only win once. So if you win prize number 1, I can't give you prize number 5 as well. So what are the prizes, you ask? Whoops, sorry, just banged the camera. Well, hang on, 2 seconds. It just went everywhere, of course it did. It slid right off the table. Big nice pile I had to resort it. So what are the prizes? So again, I'm going to give you the numbers as I go through and show you what each prize is. It's a little bit of a de-stash, a little bit of new stuff, some fabric, some charts. So let's get into it. The first one is going to be a de-stash. It is a Leisure Arts Blue Ribbon winner. So this is prize number 1. So if that is something that you would like to stitch, just pop in a question for me and the number 1, numeral number 1. The next prize is also a D-stash, but I picked this up from the Mittagong Stitches Retreat, hoping that I would stitch it myself. But in reassessing how much I've got to stitch, I realised it's just not going to make the pile. So this is a full kit. It's got Ada in it, it's got DMC, and it's horse related. So, oops, sorry for the glare. So this is a horse. Now it is, I think, a Japanese kit. I'm not sure. But it's got everything in it, the threads, the Ada, the metallics. So if you would like to win the horse kit, so don't forget to ask me a question, and number 2. Number 3 is a Pass the Stash. This was given to me by Angie, which I have stitched, and you've seen my FO of it. And this is called Welcome Spring by Little House Needleworks. Now this was a complimentary chart that they had when they were doing, I think, for a market. Yes, 2005 market when went with the purchase of the new thread colours. So that's called Welcome Spring. I've stitched that. It was a great little stitch. The next one, so that was number 3. Number 4 is a Shepherd's Bush. Again, this is a D-stash. If you watched my Stitch and Ditch from last video, this is what now it's called. Is it French Heart? I'm going to have to go in real close so you can see it, but it's a little bit blurry in the photograph itself. So this is the original chart that I've got. Now, if you would like this, this is number 4. It's got specialty stitches in it. Now, I'm also happy, if you want, I will also send you my start of it. It's on threads everywhere. It's on Easy Count. Oh my goodness, this cold is just doing my head in. It is on Even Weave. So that's how much I've done, and decided that this chart was not for me. I've got the threads. So if you would like my start, I'll message you when the winner comes out. But there is the option there to take on and adopt the My Start and also the threads, but predominantly number 4 for Shepherd's Bush. Number 5 is some 14 count purple Ada that I dyed myself. So it's quite, I don't know, fat, quarters, halves, whatever, but this is the size of the 14 count Ada. So that is prize number 5. Prize number 6 is some Fiberlicious Ada. This is 18 count Ada. This is called Maldives, and that's this size. Very pretty, but just not my decor that I could stitch and display at home. It's a lovely piece though. Do like the colouring. So that's a Fiberlicious piece. So that is prize number 6. Okay, number 7. Now this is a brand new, it's unopened. I got this in a mystery pack from the UK, and it's called Scandinavian Christmas. So this is prize number 7, and I'm also going to be including the piece of fabric that it came with, which is a bit of sparkly opalescent even weave. That's about the size of just over an A4 size. So it's to fit that chart specifically, but it is, I think, opposite. So you'd put like a light colour on there if you so wish to. So that is going to be prize number 7, which is the little sampler and bit of opalescent fabric. Prize number 8 is a Carolina House Designs, Now this was passed on to me from Tamara, but I got so many beautiful charts from her that I thought I'd pass on the love with this one. And this is called Spot On Flowers. So if you would like to stitch Spot On Flowers, this is prize number 8. Now, prize number 9 and 10 are a little bit special. So this one that I'm going to show you, number 9, is not yet released to the market. Now, I got this at the Mittagong Stitches Retreat. I have spoken to Michelle Garrett and she was more than happy for me to pass on the stash because it's not something that I would stitch myself. So if you want something that's not yet available to purchase, you want number 9 in your comments. And we've got Michelle Bendy Stitches Kerglaff. Now, again, not available to purchase. So, and Michelle is fully aware that I have asked if I could use it in my giveaway and she was more than happy. So thanks, Michelle. That's super. Now, my last one. So that was number 9. Now, number 10, again, also came in a mystery pack. Unopened, fully sealed. But again, it's not really my liking because I like the Mill Hill Christmas ornaments, and this is a set of 4 different ornaments from Doreen Jones. So brand new, unopened, 4 different ornaments. And what I'll be sending along with you is the thread pack on the thread card, which is a nice timber card with all the DMC. There's also going to be the felt to back it with, so that's some nice little woolen felt. Oops. So we've got the felt, the thread, and the ribbon for finishing. And also some instructions on the finishing too. So that is number 10. Actually, I just found the threads for the other one that came with. Let me go back to that one. So that one will come also with the threads as well. Okay, so number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to ask me a question. I don't care if it's stitching related, private life related, horse related. Ask me anything you want to ask me and I will do my best to answer those in the next video. Now, you must be over the age of 18, so you can send me your address. Do not say giveaway in the comments or I'll have to delete your comment. You do need to be a subscriber, so I will be checking if you are a subscriber because this is a big giveaway. So, and this is a thank you for my subscribers that got me to the 1,000. So you do need to be a subscriber for you to be able to win one of those charts, pieces of fabric, kits, and you can only win one. So I will have 10 winners. And I'll be announcing those guys in February in my next video. I would like to come back, I'd like to say a fortnight, but what's today? Today's the 6th. Well, I guess, yeah, that's actually going to be like late February. So let's say we'll cut it off at 21 Feb. We'll cut that. You have to have your comment and your question in by 21 Feb, and I will announce the winners in my next video. So you might need to go back and rewind and grab a pen and pencil and write down the numbers. So remember, ask the question and you can put down 1, 5, 9, 10. You can enter for as many as you like, but you can only win one. And I will start with number 10 and then go back through. So the first one I do the giveaway for will be the bigger prize, going back down to the lower prize. So that's it for me. I probably have rambled on for a lot longer than I thought I would. So no real life update really, other than the kids are back at school. Back to routine, which is fabulous, but well, really there is no routine with school, sports, work, the boys working. My youngest has now got a driving learner's permit, so even more running around so he can get his hours up. Life's just busy, isn't it? So make sure that you pop in some stitching time in there, because we all need it. So until I see you in we're in February now. Until I see you in a couple of weeks, keep stitching and keep smiling. Bye.